So now it's time to add the emails related list to the case page layout. And I'm in Object Manager, so if I access the case object by clicking on it and I go to the page layout section, now one thing to note here is that there's page layouts for cases that are open, and then there's also another case layout for closed page layouts, and that's where you go to close a case. It's a different page layout to specify the close reason, for example. So what we're dealing with is not the case close page layouts, but the case page layouts. It is this page layout that we're wanting to add the emails related list to. Now we have 4 case page layouts available out of the box in our free Salesforce account. I'm going to deal with the case layout page layout, not these other ones specific to marketing, sales, or support. You can go to the page layout assignment to see what case page layout you have assigned to your own profile, for example, and that's by record type. And we've previously created a few different record types for email, mobile, and telephony. And you see that we're using case layout for pretty much everything here. And so if I go back to the case page layouts, I could do that here, or I could click on the page layout I want to edit right here. So I'm going to go to case layout. And then for related lists, I'm going to click the related lists link here on the left, and you see that we've got the emails related list available. I'm going to drag that down into the related list section of the enhanced page layout editor, and it says that this list is not customizable. So now I'm going to click save, and then we'll go into a case and we're going to look at it and look for the emails related list. So I'm going to click yes to overwrite users related list customizations. Let's go into our Service Console app. And so now in the Service Console, I can select a case to view it and see if I have the emails related list. And so let's go ahead and open up a new case here of 1002. Let me edit this page and see what we have available in our console here. And so what we need to do in Lightning is we need to drag the related list component into our layout here. And so I've dragged the related list for cases here, and this is on top of the feed in the details. Probably what I should do is drag this down below. So I'm going to click and drag this up. And so now if I scroll down, we see a preview of what this is going to look like. And we've got the emails related list available in the details here. So I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to activate this. This is already assigned to System Administrator for the master record type. I'm going to add assignments now. I'm going to add this to the Service Console and click Next. And I'm going to select email, mobile, and telephony. So this way, in essence, what I'm doing is I'm adding the related list in the Lightning page for these different case record types. I'm going to go ahead and select master as well, and click Next, and then I'm going to select this for the System Administrator profile and click Next, and then click Save. And then I'm going to go back and let's see if our changes have gone through. And so now we look at our console in the case here, and if we go to the Details tab, we should have the related lists, which we do here. I'm kind of running out of screen real estate, but there's no emails available related to this case. Now if I click on emails, I see any list of emails that are associated with this case. Now we're going to be going into emails more fully in a few more lectures. And so in the next lecture, for example, we're going to be configuring email templates for effective case communications. But before I delve into that, let's look at Salesforce Classic in the Classic console and see what the emails related list looks like there. So if I click on my icon here in the top right and switch to Salesforce Classic, and if we go back to the Service Cloud application, we can open up a case, and here's 1002, which I had open in the other instance of Lightning. Let me expand this out a little bit and hide this sidebar. And so we have our related list here for emails. And so here is our email related list. There's a send an email button here in the Classic console. So it's here that you can click send an email. And so it's here that we will select a template. All right, so one thing I wanted to do before we dive into setting up the email templates is I wanted to create a new case by sending an email to that email to case routing address that we set up previously. And now I wanted to show you what that looks like. All right, so what I've done is I've just sent an email through my email program to that email to case email address that we set up previously. And I'm on the all open cases list view in my Service Console. And so what I could do is I could just select this list view again to pull it up. And here's this new case that was just created from that email that I sent. So if I click on that, you can see the information. And so let me hide this to provide greater screen real estate. With a case origin of email, if you notice, and that's because we set up the email to case and set the default of case origin to email. And we have my web name here. This is not resolved to a contact, but that's how an email to case works, is it pulls in whatever information it can. And you notice it has the subject of the case is sample email, and the description, this is the text of the body of the email that I sent. And so that's pulled into the description. If I scroll to the emails related list, you can see in the list, it's got the subject, the status, and some actions here. So I can actually reply to this email from within the related list by clicking reply. And so doing that brings up the email template or the default template, and I can select a different one here. So let me cancel out of this. Let's go into setup and let's look at some of these email templates and get ready for the next lecture. So what we're going to be talking about next is configuring email templates for effective case communications. And so we'll go into email templates and setup, and we'll continue on in the next lecture.